Well, as you're looking at this, the first thing I want to share with you is this is brand new. It's Wi-Fi 6. Have you heard of it yet? I know, it's brand new, latest, most advanced technology in the marketplace, period. And this is a mesh system, so it makes it possible for you to connect all your devices now and have them run more quickly, smoother, and this is a great time to upgrade your Wi-Fi system to support all the things that we're using from home. Whether we're working from home, whether we've got students at home, there's so many demands on our Wi-Fi. What I love so much about this mesh system is that it covers up to 3,000 square feet. So you're not gonna get those down spots or those, you know, hits where it just kicks you out of Wi-Fi. So the mesh system really is a key. And the fact that the router sends a signal to the satellite is a whole different part of the experience that makes it faster, smoother, higher performance, better than anything you've heard of yet. So there's a lot of us that are sitting there right now, myself included. I'll share my personal stories with the old router that you got when you signed up for whatever service provider you chose. And guess what? It's in one room, and there's no way that it's a 6, because that hasn't even been invented until most recently. So most of us are feeling frustrated that our internet isn't as fast as it should be. But the truth is, we're putting so many more demands on it with our printers and our tablets and our computers and our laptops and our phones and our video games, and some of us who have the home security systems, or in the front yard, if you've got something that you're pulling from Wi-Fi to have access to all of those devices. There's a reason you might feel like it's slowing down on you. We went to the #1 brand in the industry, and we got by far the lowest price in the industry, confirmed. Double, triple checked on that one. There's nowhere else you're gonna get a better price than this. So we also have this on free shipping, and you have a month to try it to see what you think, see if it improves your performance, and it will. But there's also so much more we're giving you. In fact, it's 90 days of customer service. So if you have any questions, 90 days are included. In the industry, you're gonna get a month, and you're gonna spend a lot more. So this is the place. Today is the day to do an upgrade. The Nighthawk Mesh Wi-Fi 6 system is here, and so is Julie Truster, to talk about, this whole topic. For some of us, it gets a little daunting. We're like, yes. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I just know my Wi-Fi isn't what it used to be.
Exactly, I know, and it's not the most exciting thing, but however, it's the heart of the home. And when your Wi-Fi's not working, and maybe your computer is slow, or you're trying to watch Netflix and it freezes, there's nothing more frustrating. And now the demands are different. We've got these full houses. I know last year both of my kids were at home doing school, and I'm Skyping, and my husband would be home for work. We've got more devices than ever, and you need a system that is future-proof. So brand new technology. We are so excited to be here. So it's a mesh system, and I'll explain mesh. It's really simple. It means that it's whole home coverage, and it covers up to 3,000 square feet. Now you might be thinking like Guy said, well, my house is only 2,700 square feet. Well, think of where your doorbell is. Think of your backyard. Maybe you redid your backyard over the past couple of years. It's seamless. It's one name, it's on one network, and as you roam through the house, you don't have to worry about those dead zones, or maybe that master bedroom or the spare bedroom where the Wi-Fi didn't work. You don't have to worry about the spotty reception. A lot of people like to blame their Wi-Fi, or oh, my computer's old. Well, before you buy a $1,000 new computer, it's probably your Wi-Fi. So also, in addition to that, Wi-Fi 6, okay, that is a big deal. It is brand new, and we're so excited to be able to bring that here. So you probably have Wi-Fi 4. So the last 10 years, we've had Wi-Fi 4, maybe Wi-Fi 5. Wi-Fi 6 is faster. It's 1.5 times faster, but it also means that you can have all of your different devices, your phones, your tablets, your 4K streaming TVs, your gaming systems, your security system, your doorbell. Maybe it's your smart plugs. Maybe it's your smart bulbs. Maybe it's a thermostat. We were playing a game last night of think of all your devices that are running off of Wi-Fi. So with Wi-Fi 6 now, it means you can be on all this stuff at the same time, and it's not gonna slow the system down. So also with the Wi-Fi 6, it's backwards compatible, which means it works with all your old stuff.
Good to
all
know.
your current stuff, and it's future-proof. So all this new stuff that's gonna be coming, it works with that, and everything is seamless, and it's so easy, efficient,
I am
fast.
so excited. So I'm gonna share my personal story.
Okay.
Because I have a router that's in my office, and when Tristan, my son, moved home during COVID too, and boy, I mean, between the three of us now, there's a lot of things. I mean, my son's a musician, and there's all kinds of things. And we were feeling like, what is going on? I just thought it was having, you know, he just had the bad spot of the house. Well, you did. So I got an extender.
Okay.
Thinking, well, that's gonna change things. It really didn't.
No, and this is not an extender system. I'm glad you brought that up.
So how is it different?
Okay, so with mesh technology, you're getting, let's show these two right here. So you're getting two of them, and I'll show you the setup in a little bit, but these two, they mimic the same exact signal. So this is, one of them is your router, and the other is a satellite. So you can put this, maybe it's upstairs, downstairs, front of the house, back of the house, front of the house, Tristan's room, Tristan's area. So with your extenders, when you would plug them in, it just sort of boosts a little bit of this signal. These are exactly the same. So these talk to each other. They work on the same system. It's the same amount of bandwidth. So, and you can also move this around if you want to. So, and this is what they call mesh technology, where it's seamless. You can go from one end of your house to the other end. And you know, with an extender, you'd have to get on your phone and go on that extender's name. It's a different network.
Oh, that's so true. I forgot about that.
Yes, and if you didn't, you're back on your old. So this is the same name, same network. So as you roam throughout your house and you go into Tristan's bedroom, it's seamless. You don't have to do anything.
Oh, I'm so excited.
The system does everything. You don't even have to know about it. But mesh technology is the latest. Wi-Fi 6, all these techie guys, they have been waiting for Wi-Fi 6.
I love it. This is a moment. No, honestly,
it is.
I don't do this very often, but before I came on air, I called Tracy and I said, what do you think? Because we did spend the money on the extender and really just we're not happy with it. It just really didn't do what we wanted it to do. So I said, what do you think? And he's like, yeah, because he is more techie than I am and understands a little bit more of the why as to how and why this is so much better. So he said, I think we should do it. So I'm ordering it today and I'm super excited. And I do have a house that's almost 3,000 square feet, just a little bit under. So this is perfect for upstairs, for downstairs, for, you know, the bedrooms that are on each side of the house. But like you said, even if you've got a smaller house, it can extend into your yard. Maybe you're putting a security camera on the far end of the backyard on a fence post or something. If it requires Wi-Fi, you could have this whole like seamless performance and experience for all of those devices at the same time.
Exactly, yes. And that's the thing, it kind of starts, if you have a video doorbell, it kind of starts on your at your front door. Security cameras, things that are outside, where a lot of people would do the doorbell and a package would get stolen and the Wi-Fi's down. So now you have strong, powerful Wi-Fi. And the mesh technology, it's like it puts a big blanket over your house and it sprinkles Wi-Fi in all those little dead zone areas, front of the house to the back of the house, upstairs, downstairs. Maybe you even have a basement. So it's whole home coverage. Let me talk about setup because it's so easy. And let me talk about maybe the system that you have at home. And you probably haven't looked at it in 10 years. And as Suzanne was saying, you may need to dust it off. But right here, so this is what's coming out of your wall and you're paying for a certain amount of Wi-Fi. Everyone pays for a certain amount. So this is called your modem and you're gonna keep this. So you're gonna keep this exactly the same. So your Wi-Fi goes into the modem. And then, you're getting this from your cable company. Hold on here, I'm tangled up in my wires. And that's the thing is you go up to your little office area and you have all this stuff and you don't know what's what. Okay, this is what most people have. This is an older router. It may look like this. It may stand up like this. I know there's other people that have big, huge ones. This is what is older technology. This is probably Wi-Fi 4, maybe Wi-Fi 5. This was designed to basically work with your computer and maybe a phone or maybe you know, a small area of your house. This router is older technology and can't reach to Tristan's room. This can't reach to the backyard. This is what sends that signal out. So this is the day that you want to upgrade. So, and you might be paying $10 from your cable company with this.
To rent a month?
Yes, $10 a month to rent these. And there's no fees with the Nighthawk, you know, obviously. Okay, so I'm gonna unplug this right here. I'm gonna take this out. This is your Ethernet cable. I'm gonna put this aside. Call your cable company and see if you can stop renting that.
Break up.
Yes, break up with them. And listen, they're gonna be like, good choice. You're making, they understand. So on the back of the Nighthawk, these two look exactly the same. So the one that's gonna hook into the internet is where that little yellow line is. So remember, I just unplugged this. This looks like an old phone, fat cable. So all you have to do is plug that where the yellow line is, and now you have your new router. You're gonna plug this in, and then this stays up here of wherever your Wi-Fi is coming in. This now works with this. These are seamless. This one duplicates the signal. So you can take this one and you can plug it in maybe downstairs, maybe at the back of the house, Tristan's room, upstairs, downstairs. They talk. One name, one network, so as you roam through the house, it's completely seamless. Very, very simple, and all you have to do is plug that one in. Now, if you have any questions, and then I want you to, before I go there, download the app. The app will walk you through 3 very simple steps. It's really, really easy. So if you get it home and you go up to your little office area, like where we have ours, and you have all these wires, cables, and you don't know what the router is, what you're getting from the cable company, call them. Call them up. We have an 800 number. It's a toll-free number, and you can talk to a live person 24/7. And if you get this anywhere else, it's for 30 days, but at HSN, it's 90 days. So maybe you'll get it up and running, and then in a month or two, you have a question about the app or something. Everything is so simple, and they will actually walk you through the setup process. So I love that. They realize that a lot of people don't know what the router and the modem is. And then also a couple little fun things about the app right here when you download the app. For security reasons, you have an added layer over here, an added layer of protection. You also have what they call your guest Wi-Fi. So we've got kids and teenagers that come over to the house. We always put them, it's a separate line kind of, so when they go in for our Wi-Fi, they're not on our main account. It just makes us feel better. So you have that guest network.
I like that.
Yes, and then the other thing, you can test your own internet speed. So if you have the cable company out, they do an actual speed test. You can do a speed test in your house. Go out to your backyard or go down to the basement, do a speed test and see what your new Wi-Fi speeds are. And then so that's the app. Everything's very simple. And remember, this is the latest technology. They've made it simple, but if you have questions, call the 800 number. I think that's one of the great things about Netgear. First of all, they are #1 in the industry in Wi-Fi networking. So if you have any questions, they're gonna walk you through this. This is what they do. And they want you to be successful.
Yeah, and they don't want you to feel stupid.
Right.
They want you to be informed and to be empowered. And there is nothing more frustrating than sitting there thinking, okay, whether you're watching a show and then it just starts buffering, or you're on your laptop and the little thing starts spinning, and it's like, oh my gosh, and I'm spending how much a month thinking I've got the best service? Well, guess what? It's not necessarily anybody's fault other than that old clunky router that the TV, those are cheap little routers.
Exactly, and it's old technology,
old.
It's outdated. They were only designed to work with a couple things. Now you can have, with the Wi-Fi 6, you can have more devices running at the same time.
Life is different now than it used to be even 2 or 3 years ago. I mean, especially with everything that's gone on, more people are working from home and requiring technology to let that happen. Our kids, a lot of kids studying from home and those types of things. And for some of us, it'll continue that way. Life will never be the same quite again.
Yes.
But what I do know is that this is the best technology out there. Hands down, period. Not just the #1 provider, Netgear, the best, most advanced technology out there. The mesh system and that Wi-Fi 6 totally puts it over the top. Not to mention the price.
Yes.
Because this is normally, I mean, if you find this in retail, you're looking at, what is it, about, I think normally about $230, maybe even more than that. So here, I mean, it's $100 less here today than it will be here even tomorrow.
Yes, and I was price shopping everywhere. This is such a good deal. And we launched a mesh system a couple of years ago, and do you know how much it was? It didn't have Wi-Fi 6 because that wasn't out. It was $600.
Oh.
So this is that same high-speed Wi-Fi at a fraction of the price, and it's that Wi-Fi 6, which is brand new. You have either Wi-Fi 4 or Wi-Fi 5, and that they haven't had any sort of a new thing in 10 years.
That sounds right, because I'm sitting here thinking, you know, I don't think maybe mine is 5 years old, but at this point, that's antiquated.
That's exactly.
Because I know it's 4.
And those can't handle all these devices. So what I'm gonna challenge you to do is to count the devices in your house or think about everything that you have. So in our house, we have 4 phones for all 4 of us. We have tablets, we have computers. My son's a gamer, he likes to game, so that uses a ton of bandwidth.
Does.
Oh my gosh, if you have gaming systems. But
We
even
do.
some of the little stuff that you forget about, like these smart plugs, if you don't have these, you're gonna want these. And these are things too, in the future you're gonna want. What about smart bulbs? Even if you don't have them, eventually everything is gonna be going to this. Maybe you have an Alexa or a Google Home. Those work off of Wi-Fi. I'm gonna get up here and go back by the TV because if you have, I think most people now have some sort of a smart TV, you're probably streaming 4K. You're probably watching Netflix, and there's nothing more frustrating than when it freezes. But again, you need something that's powerful that can be able to handle this with the phones and the computers. The other thing, if you're working from home or the kids are at home and they're Zooming, Skyping with their classes, or like we're Skyping for work, you need something. When we first started Skyping from home, I had to tell everybody in the house, get off your phones.
Yeah.
There wasn't enough bandwidth. We had to upgrade 2 years ago. And now everything, we got a mesh system by Netgear. Now everything is seamless. So as we go from one end of the house, when I'm Skyping, nobody has to get off their
That's
devices
really important.
now.
I'm glad you shared that personal story.
Yes.
How frustrating for your kids to be like, really?
Oh,
Mom.
and they were trying to do their schoolwork.
Yeah, I was thinking.
So my daughter would have to go to a friend's if I had a show.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh.
So huge inconvenience. I understand if you're working from home, the frustrations, or if your kids are at home and you're all trying to do stuff. I'm gonna show you that older router again. This does not handle it. This is, you know, anywhere from 5 to 10 years old. This is very, very popular, very common. Maybe yours lays flat, or maybe it's up like this one. It's older technology. So you can get rid of this. Now you have a system that is seamless throughout the house. So as you're roaming, I'm even gonna go outside because I wanna show you that as you walk through your house, mesh means it's sprinkling Wi-Fi everywhere. There's no more dead zones, no more lagging. It's not pulling down the system as you have your TV on and your kids are gaming and you've got your phones. Now, this is the great thing. Now you can go outside. So even if your house isn't 3,000 square feet, think of your backyard, think of your front door. I feel like it starts at the doorbell. When someone rings the doorbell, you have to have Wi-Fi that reaches out here, or maybe even your security cameras. And then remember, it has to reach. We have ours upstairs, so our Wi-Fi has to be strong enough to reach down the stairs and out by the doorbell. And you're getting that with your mesh system and Wi-Fi 6, which is 1.5 times faster than the Wi-Fi 5.
I am so impressed with this. I'm so excited that this is our featured star of today. I mean, even on a regular day, this is such an important bit of technology, but obviously at this price and free shipping and a month to be able to try it. And if you're not happy, obviously we want you to send it back. Full money back guarantee, even if you just put that one payment down. In fact, what is that flex pay today on our Today Special? $26. That's all it takes to get the system. If you have an HSN card, it's $21.67. Everybody gets to enjoy free shipping. But no question about it, this is the lowest price you're gonna find. We did our research. We can guarantee you're not gonna find a better price than here at HSN today. On something that's so important, it's not like, oh, I'll enjoy that every couple of weeks. It's every single hour of every single day we're doing something off of Wi-Fi, you know, in every house. We've got 3 members in our family right now, and it's incredible how much more taxing it is to have multiple devices, and that's just the way our worlds are going.
Yes.
It's not going to become less. It's only going to continue to get more demanding, and that's why it's so important to understand this is future-proof as well as it working backwards with older technology. So there's not a lot to have to really understand here other than this. It's going to give you the most incredible performance. The speed, the power, but the performance. and a blanket. That's the mesh technology with the Wi-Fi 6. Major upgrade for everybody that's within earshot here. 812379, that's our item number up today. I'm gonna have Julie show you again how easy this is to set up. This isn't like a 12 cable system. There's one cable to put in one spot.
Exactly. It's very simple, but we know that you hear modem and router and everyone checks out. We totally understand that. But let me show you. So at your house, you have something that looks like this. So you're paying for a certain amount of Wi-Fi. So your Wi-Fi comes in through this cable and it goes into the modem. You're gonna keep your modem. So you're gonna keep this, nothing changes here. And then you also have another cable right here, or a cord, I should say. This is your Ethernet cable. And this is a router. This is maybe what you're renting from your cable company. A lot of them stand up like this. Most of them are 5, 10 years old. Most of them are Wi-Fi 4. So remember, this is Wi-Fi 6. This cannot handle the demand. Callie was just talking about all the different devices and how our lives have changed. They're predicting in the next couple of years that we're gonna have between 25 and 50 devices per household. This cannot handle this. This was designed for your computer in one little space. It can't go to the other end of the house. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take that Ethernet cable and just simply unplug it from your router. I'm gonna put this aside. Maybe you can stop renting. And then your two over here, they look exactly alike, except for one of them on the back has a yellow line, and I love it, it's labeled, it says internet. And you're gonna take this, here's that phone cable looking thing. Hold on, I'm doing this upside down, and plug it in, and then plug this into the wall. So this is your router, and this is gonna go over here with your Wi-Fi system, wherever that comes in your house. Now, the exciting thing with the mesh technology, this is usually what people have. It's like we're doubling it. These are the same network, same name, same network. They talk to each other. You can move this one around your house. So maybe this is upstairs like at our house. You can put the other one downstairs or front of your house, back of the house. You can move it around if you want to. You can put it in the middle of your house. You can put it in Tristan's room. Like Callie said, that was sort of the dead zone area.
It was.
Yes.
I felt so bad for him.
Everyone has those dead zones. So you can try it in your dead zone. You could even take it out to the backyard if you wanted to. So they talk to each other, and all you have to do is plug that one in. Download the app. There's 3 very simple steps. It even comes with an easy quick start guide. I love when the quick start guide is 1 page, 3 simple steps. And then, there we go, there's your quick start guide. Download the app. It walks you through it, very simple. And then again, if you have any questions, you know, you're looking, in our house, you go upstairs, there's all these wires, there's cables. I don't know what the modem is. I don't know what the router is. Call the 800 number. Netgear is known for their customer service. You can call and talk to a live person, and they're gonna walk you through this setup process. And you also have 90 days. If you would get this anywhere else, I think standard in the industry is 30 days. Some companies you have to pay for that. You have to pay extra. So there's no charge, 90 days. And then download the app. Right here, you can do your own speed test, which I think is really cool. You can set up a guest network. If you're a mom, I think this is really important. You have all these safety controls on here. So if you want to pause your kid's Wi-Fi or turn it off at a certain time, you can do that in the app. And listen, with teenagers, there's nothing that gets your kids' attention more than when you pause the Wi-Fi. And that's the thing with Wi-Fi, is you don't think about it until you're streaming Netflix, you're trying to watch something, and then it freezes. It's like your air conditioner. You don't pay attention to it until it's 100 degrees and it breaks. It's the same thing with your Wi-Fi. So you want something that's fast. This is the fastest that we've ever had. It's Wi-Fi 6, brand new. It's faster. It's gonna be able to handle all these devices. It's gonna be able to reach into that dead zone. Up to 3,000 square feet, even if your house is smaller. I know a friend of mine said, well, she's in a condo that's 1,500 square feet, but she's got a big balcony. So she can't go out on her balcony. So I said, now you can go out on your balcony, because it's, you know, think of your backyard. If you've got a pool and you want to be working from home out by the pool, now you can do that.
That's, what a treat. Honestly, this is something you buy once and you own. You know,
you're not renting.
You're not renting. You don't have to return some old antiquated box anymore. I love it when technology makes things so much better and so much easier. I love the idea that this, because I did try, you know, do the extender thing, because I was just realizing it was just not sufficient what I had when Tristan moved home.
I'm so glad this is not an extender.
It's not an extender
system. Same name, same network. And yes, the satellite mimics the signal. It's not giving a little bit of power to that. These are the same system, and you just plug them in, and you can move them around too.
That's so great. I mean, it's just total freedom. It really is. And it's a small price to pay for that kind of enjoyment when you think about all the demands that we put on our Wi-Fi. Even from a year ago, from 2 years ago, when a lot of people started working from home, the demands just continue. And this is the way to really bring you and your family and your household up to the minute in terms of technology. There is nothing better, nothing more advanced.
Nothing faster.
Nothing faster.
Yes. No, we were thinking of some other things that work off of Wi-Fi that I forgot about.
Yeah.
Treadmills. Maybe,
True.
Yeah, do you have the bike? Maybe, you know, the bikes work off of Wi-Fi now. Also, Roomba. The last thing you want is for your Roomba to stop because it doesn't have Wi-Fi. So really, it works with all your old devices, but it's completely future-proof with all the new stuff we're gonna be getting.
Listen, I did call my guy and say, what do you think? Because I know, having spent money on the extender about a year ago, I'm like, do we need it? And he's like, let's get rid of that extender. Yes, this is the way.
We did too.
This is what I think we've all been waiting for.
Yes, exactly. One system, one name, one network.
Yeah.
Simple and easy. Call the 800 number if you ever have any questions.
For 3 months.
Yes.
Fantastic. The item of our star of the day, 812379. Over 3,000 gone. I mean, this isn't one of those things we've got like 20,000 available.
Oh, this was so hard to get over the past 2 years.
I know.
This is our first TS ever.
And it'll be the only of the year.
Yes, the first and
we
only.
Got every
last one of these.
Well, thank you. We'll see you 6-ish?
I think 4.
Okay,
Yes,
sounds
back
good.
at 4.
Let me share with you a couple other things we've got available. Oh my gosh, the iPads, you guys. I just had them hand me one. I had this yesterday in my show.